What's up guys, Messi here, welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a brand new episode of Top 5 Transfers of the Week. This is week number 4 now and it will be the final week in general for this January transfer window. It ends tomorrow night at 11 PM, but tomorrow there will be around 3 videos covering deadline day itself. And I'll probably do an episode in the next couple of days with the top 10 transfers of the January transfer window in general, guys. So as always, if you smash 2,000 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let me know you think has been the best transfer of this week. And if you're to my channel, click subscribe button for more. So as we always do, we're going to start with the honourable mentions, the players that just missed out on that top 5 this week. And the 5 players I chose this week are going to be Victor Valles going to Standard Liège from Manchester United on loan. We've got Gervinho making the big money switch to the Chinese league, and there's been a lot of that this week, by the way. And then we've got Adebayor making the switch to Crystal Palace as a free transfer. Ashley Cole on a free transfer going to LA Galaxy, and another player going to the Chinese league this time, Freddie Guarin going to Shanghai Shenhua. And in at number 5 this week, we have got Eder going to Inter Milan from Sampdoria. He's gone on loan this season for the remaining 6 months, and I think they cost around £1.4 million. But on top of that, they do have an option to buy at the end of the season, if I'm correct. He's 29 years old, he's valued at 10.5 mil, and this season played 21 games, getting 13 goals and 3 assists. You may remember that he was linked to Leicester City a lot, and they did in fact have a bid accepted for him, I think about 4 or 5 days ago, but he chose to go to Inter Milan and remain in Italy, and I think it's quite a good move for him. I mean, it's a loan deal, the option to buy, and Inter Milan now got strength and depth to their team, although I think currently they're losing like 3-0 to AC Milan in the derby, which is pretty huge. But he's a proven goal scorer, he's a great FIFA Ultimate Team card, going from a left wing to a centre forward, and he would have probably been higher than 5th if it was a couple of weeks ago. Number 4 is going to be a massive and a quite controversial one. That is going to be Ramires of Chelsea, or formerly of Chelsea, going to the Chinese league, and Jiangsu Suning in particular. So he's up number 4 this week, and the fee was £21 million apparently, some even saying 25 mil. He's 28 years old, £17.5 million is his valuation, although that hasn't been updated for a fair few, I think it's about 2 years now. And this season for Chelsea, played 21 games, getting 3 goals and 1 assist, although most of that was off the bench. So the reason he's my number 4 this week, it was a massive fee. Like I said, £21 million plus is quite a huge one in general, and I think it's currently the biggest one this whole January transfer window. And Chelsea have worked absolute wonders. The fact they've got £75 million around that for Ramires and David Luiz combined is absolutely ridiculous, and the Chinese league is making big movements. He's one of many players to go across there, and one of many players to also receive the offer. There's a lot of players that probably may move there in the next couple of months on top of that. It's not very good for FIFA Ultimate Team because it means he won't be on the next FIFA, and potentially could be removed from packs, which I think kind of sucks, but I really hope EA get a license for that league. Number 3 this week was quite a hard one to choose, and I've gone with this man, Andros Townsend. It could have been someone else from the honourable mentions page, but I've gone with Townsend simply the fact that he's got a big point to prove at Newcastle. He left for £12 million from Tottenham. He's 24 years old, so still very, relatively young. He's valued at 5.6 mil this season. Sporadically has played, but he's played 14 games, getting 3 goals and 4 assists. So like I mentioned, he has a point to prove now, because he's been a backup for a long time at Tottenham. He wasn't getting much game time, and when you may actually notice, he's actually very good when he plays for England, and he doesn't really transfer that back across to club level, which is usually the complete opposite way around. Players are usually great at club level and awful for their country. And the game time will probably be offered now could push his international career again after performing well for England. And Newcastle are spending a lot to stay up, because today they've actually bid, I think it's £21 million for Cedro Berahino, which is this ridiculous money, but they clearly wanted to stay in the Prem. Number 2 this week, we have got Alexandre Pato making the switch to Chelsea on a loan deal from Corinthians, and he's 26 years old, so still he's been around for absolute ages, but 26 years old, and he's still valued at £7.7 million. And as a BPL striker, that's absolutely sick for FIFA. And last season, because the season ended in, I think it was like December, in Brazil, he played 47 games, getting 15 goals and 9 assists, and he did play as a left winger for, I think, half the season. And over the last like 6 months or so, he has had some of the best form he's had for a long time, so he's kind of on the up now, and I hope to transfer that off across to Chelsea. So the reason he's number 2, he has a point to prove. Just like Andros Townsend, he was kind of like, I don't know if he's labelled a flop or not, but at AC Milan, he really did set the world on fire. The one thing I'm kind of cautious about this one is the fact I'm not sure how many minutes he'll get, because Chelsea tends to play a 4-2-3-1, which is obviously a one-striker formation. That's Diego Costa. Diego Costa doesn't tend to get injured in that often. I mean, he's probably more likely to get banned than injured, but to be honest, Diego Costa, he's kind of hitting form again now, and the likes of Remy, Falcao, also Traore, who actually came on a score today, they're all other alternatives. We will be interested to see where he gets in the pitch or not, or how many minutes he is limited to. So my number 1 this week is going to be the Italian Stefano El Shaarawy, my favourite player from FIFA 12. Now he's obviously a little bit older, 23 years old. He has joined AS Roma from AC Milan. He was previously at AS Monaco in France on a loan deal for €1.4 million, and it's actually got an option to buy on top of that as a €13 million at the end of the season, but he's valued 9.8 mil, and this season played 25 games, getting 4 goals and 1 assist. So the reason he's my number 1 then, just like Pato, he is looking to get his form back. He's got a point to prove. It really didn't work out in France, and his potential having a permanent switch at the end of the season if he does do very well for them. And he did have a very good debut for them. I didn't actually watch it, but I've heard that he did score in his debut on top of that. And I think I actually saw that it was a back heel as well. By the way, he will be trying to get his name back on that Italian list for the Euro 2016 squad. It's still 6 months ahead of him, and if he impresses enough, he could be on his way to France. And in particular, I mean France 2016, not back to AS Monaco or anything like that. I mean the international tournament this summer. So El Shaarawy is my number 1 this week, and hopefully gets his form back. And that sums up my top 5 transfers of the week, guys. Enjoy this video, smash a like button, 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome in the comments below. Let me know what you think has been the best transfer of this week. And if you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for more, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.